Litong-lito ba sila? Napansin mo ba? Nag-uutos si Mr. Tapos pagdating ni Mrs. iba naman ang sinasabi? Your employees stand there, confused. Sino ba talaga ang susundin? And then, what happens? Pipiliin nila yung isa sa inyo to follow, usually the easier one, di ba? Or worse, they don't follow anyone at all. Naku anak, even my husband and I, we experienced this many years ago. Hindi mo lang naman napapansin. Pero every time you contradict each other in front of your team, something breaks. Authority disappears, respect erodes, and ang mga empleyado natin, they stop taking both of you seriously. Tapos nagtataka kayo, bakit parang walang disiplina? Bakit parang walang accountability? Bakit walang gumagalaw ng tama? Ito yung painful truth, anak. When your employees see you two contradicting each other, they learn to play you against each other. They learn to wait. They learn to ask the other boss when one says no. They learn that no decision is really final. Alam mo ba kung magkano ang nawala sa'yo? Thousands in delayed decisions, thousands in repeated mistakes, thousands on projects that never done right because walang clear direction. Hindi ako nag-exaggerate anak ha. At ngayon, today, I want to show you exactly what happens when couples run a business without a clear chain of commands. Dahil yung negosyo natin cannot grow when your people don't know who to follow. So, let's talk about it. Number 1, magkasalungat ang utos. Are your employees getting conflicting instructions from you? Maybe you can resonate with this couple, si Sam at saka si Denise. Meron silang landscaping and garden services that they built together. Meron na silang good reputation, nakakapag-attract na sila ng regular clients, and they work with a team of 5. One project stands out. A client wants a complete garden redesign. Yeah, big job yan, di ba? So Sam told the team leader, gamitin mo yung local stone para sa pathway dahil mas mura at mas natural looking. The team started ordering materials. And the next day, nung bumisita si Denise sa site, nakita niya yung plano and sabi niya, no. Gumamit tayo ng imported tiles para sa pathway dahil mas premium. That's what the clients want. So yung team leader, nalito. Pero ma'am, sabi ni sir na local stone. Sabi ni Denise, basta sundin ninyo ako. Mas kilala ko yung client. So the team ordered tiles. Then Sam came back 2 days later. Siyempre nagulat siya. Bakit yan ang in-order ninyo? Ang bilin ko sa inyo local stone. And the team explained. And si Sam got upset. He canceled the tile order and reordered the stone. Alam mo ba, by the time they resolved it, they had already wasted a week. They paid cancellation fees and it frustrated the team. As a result, yung client nagreklamo tungkol sa delay. Anak, ito yung lesson. Kapag nagbibigay kayo ng conflicting orders sa inyong mga employees, nawawalan kayo ng oras, nawawalan kayo ng confidence and respeto sa isa't isa. Hindi na nila alam kung sinong boss ang tama. And so, either they freeze or they gamble. And don't let that ever happen. Okay? Pangalawa, hintay ako sa boss. Sinasabi ba yan ng employees ninyo? Dinidelay ba nila yung decisions dahil they're waiting for the other boss to confirm? Let me tell you about Chris and Faith. They've been in the import and distribution business for consumer goods for many years na, handling warehouse operations, multiple product lines, and a team of about 12. Si Chris handles logistics and deliveries while Faith manages sales and inventory. Sounds organized, di ba? Pero ito yung actually nangyayari. A big retailer placed an urgent order, 250,000 worth of products, and they needed it delivered within 48 hours. Si Faith, wala siya sa opisina nung araw na yon. So the warehouse supervisor asked Chris, Sir, ilalabas na po ba natin ang order? Nakahanda na po ang truck. Sabi ni Chris, mas mabuting hintayin muna natin si ma'am ninyo. Siya ang may hawak ng inventaryo. So, naghintay yung supervisor. And Faith came back the next day. Sabi niya, ma'am, sabi po ni sir, hintayin muna daw po kayo bago ilabas ang order. And nagulat si Faith. Bakit hindi na lang niya inaprubahan? Alam naman niya ang sistema. And by the time they released the order, they missed the deadline. And the retailer was furious. He canceled future orders worth 600,000 pesos. Sayang, di ba? Chris and Faith blamed each other, pero ang totoo, the problem was their team learned to wait. Employees did not want to risk following one boss if the other would question it later. So, naging frozen sila. Ito yung lesson, anak. Kapag ang employees, hindi nila alam kung sino ang merong final authority, dinidelay nila yung lahat ng bagay. So, opportunities disappear while they wait for both bosses to agree. Pangatlo, takot mag-decide. Are your employees paralyzed because they fear one of you will overrule them? Tulad ni Camille at ni Donnie, for example. Meron silang construction supplies business, steady customers, multiple suppliers, at 6 na employees. Si Camille, ang hawak niya ay yung front office, quotations, customer orders, pricing. While si Donnie naman handled the warehouse, yung inventory, deliveries, supplier relationships. One time, isang long-time customer nangailangan ng semento urgently and their regular brand was out of stock. So, yung customer service staff, tinawagan niya si Camille, "Ma'am, pwede ba tayong mag-order nung isa pang brand, yung alternative brand? Same quality naman, same price." And sabi ni Camille, "Okay." So the staff prepared the order. Pero bago niya ni-release ito, someone mentioned it to Donnie, nalaman ni Donnie, and nagalit siya. "Bakit hindi niyo ako tinanong? Ako yung nakakaalam kung sino yung mga suppliers na dapat natin bilhan. Yang brand na yan, hindi yan reliable." So kinancel niya yung order. Naghintay yung customer and then the customer got tired. And dahil doon, bumili na lang siya sa competitor. Napahiya tuloy yung staff member. Na-approve na to ni ma'am. Bakit po kinancelan ni sir? After that incident, yung staff naging hesitant na para mag-decide. Kahit na maliit na desisyon, ayaw niya na. Bawat desisyon, kailangan pang i-check kay Camille at kay Donnie. Everything slowed down. Nagreklamo ang customer sa mabagal na response. Kaya ang ending, bumaba ang sales. So, what this teaches us is that when employees are afraid to be overruled, they stop deciding. Alam mo anak, yung negosyo mo ay bumabagal dahil everyone is too afraid to move without double approval. Kaya number 4, walang final say. Do your employees exploit the confusion by playing you against each other? You might resonate with this. Jansen and Alma have been running an interior fit-out business. 8 years na, no? Solid ang projects nila, corporate clients, and 10 na yung kanilang team. Jansen handled project management and client relationships. Alma naman managed design and costing. Pareho silang involved, and ito yung problema. Walang clear na final decision maker. Yung project manager wanted a week off for a family event. "Ma'am, pwede po ba akong mag-leave next week?" Sabi ni Alma, "Naku, pasensya ka na talaga. 3 ang projects natin na tumatakbo sabay-sabay, hindi ka pwedeng mag-leave ngayon." Tapos, the following day, the same project manager nagtanong kay Jansen, "Sir, pwede po bang mag-leave next week?" Jansen, not knowing Alma already said no, replied, "Sure, no problem. Just brief the team before you go." Guess what? The project manager took the leave. Galit na galit si Alma when she learned about it. Sabi niya sa husband niya, "I already said no. Why did you approve it?" And Jansen naman defended himself. "Hindi naman niya sinabi sa akin na hindi mo siya pinayagan." From that time on, the team learned the trick. If one boss says no, ask the other. Someone will say yes. Kaya yung discipline, medyo lumuluwang na. Some requests got approved, others did not. Just because there was not a clear process. Ang lesson, kung walang clear final decision maker, even the best employees can get caught in confusion. Anak, they don't mean to cause problems. They just respond to the situation. Kaya over time, itong confusion na to can erode your structure, your accountability, and of course, your peace of mind. Number 5, sino ang tama? Do your employees ever get stuck in the middle of your disagreements na hindi sila sure kung sino ang susundin? Ito yung scenario na baka you can relate to. Si Cyrus at si Jane, meron silang printing, tarp, and signage business. 6 years na sila. May mga walk-in at merong corporate clients at merong 7 team members members na nag-handle ng design, production, at saka installation. Cyrus handled client orders and quotations, and si Jane naman managed production at quality control. Straightforward, right? Now, may nangyaring isang beses when a corporate client placed a big order for tarpaulins for an event. And Cyrus gave the specs, matte finish, outdoor grade material, sabi niya. Si Jane naman disagreed. No, this client always wants glossy. I've worked with them before, sabi niya sa team, change it to glossy. So, nalito yung team. Ma'am, pero sabi ni Sir Matt, alin po pa talaga? And Jane insisted, sabi niya, just follow me. Kilala ko tong client dahil nagpagawa na siya sa atin noon. And so they printed glossy. And when the client received it, they rejected the order. We specifically requested matte. It's for an outdoor event. Glossy creates glare under sunlight. And as a result, Cyrus and Jane had to reprint everything. Yung client, talagang napaka-unhappy niya and even delayed settling the invoice. And after that, the team did not know who to trust. Every project parang risky. Sino kaya ang tama this time? They hesitated on each decision. Anak, itong lesson. When leaders publicly disagree without a clear final authority, even your best employees can get caught in the middle. Hindi nila sinasadya. Sumusunod lang sila sa kung ano yung nakikita nilang tama. Pero kapag walang malinaw na final decision, lahat ng proseso at accountability nagiging magulo. At ikaw rin, stressed. So anak, I'm sure you don't want that to happen, right? Running a business as a couple is beautiful when it works, but it becomes chaos when you don't establish clear authority. Ang employees mo, hindi sila yung problema. Ang problema is that they don't know who to follow. You see, when you contradict each other, when there's no final decision maker, when they see you disagree publicly, nawawalan sila ng respeto, nawawalan sila ng direksyon, and they lose the ability to execute. And magkano ba ang nawala? Delayed projects, lost clients, wasted materials, repeated work, frustrated teams, thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands nawawala, hindi dahil sa incompetent sila, but because confused sila. Kaya, itong linggong to, take a moment to look at your business. Ask yourself, malinaw ba ang roles? Alam ba ng employees kung sino ang final decision maker? Nagkaka-disagree ba kayo sa harap ng team? If you answered yes to any of these, anak, it's time to sit down with your partner and define authority clearly. Not because one of you is more important, but because your business needs clarity to survive and to grow. You have already worked hard to let confusion destroy what you built together. So, tell me in the comments, sino ba talaga ang susundin sa negosyo ninyo? Have you experienced this? What happened? Kaya always remember what good partnership is. And always be business-minded, Pinoy.